last session, after finishing training the course of 2 years, you were given a quest to go and hunt down some undead that had infested a nearby grave. While there was some struggle as a couple of you down, you guys successfully completed that mission and set up camp for them. Be taking uh, watches. Wants to go first?
I'll take the first watch.
Um, a perception check.
Oh, this is gonna go great.
You got this.
If we get ambushed, I swear, she is not going to forgive you for cleaning and dirtying her. No. And now letting people creep up on us? Oh my goodness, no.
Thankfully, it has not. Monsters have not had the time to flood back into the area yet. So nothing ambushes you that you don't spot any monsters in the area. That too.
Moses would take second watch with Hootie. Okay. That is not good. That's my passive perception, and then Hootie's passive perception has advantage.
Okay. The While you don't seem to spot anything, he does occasionally perk up a bit, having heard something, but it doesn't seem to be anything that is wanting to cause harm to your party. Like maybe the occasional in, and then brings back and starts eating. Well, you guys finish up your watch.
Moses would be hanging upside down on the rock as she just sees Hootie come over with a rat or a squirrel once in a while. And says, no, that's not what I'm looking for. But good catch, good catch.
Wants to take the other watch. Next watch.
This is in the middle of the night, yes?
Yes.
I do not have perception. I cannot see too well. You want me to?
It
I
is the
can.
brightest part of the night.
Oh. Sure.
High in the sky.
What could go wrong, right? Right, guys? Yeah, not bad.
You've rolled the highest so far. That wasn't an owl.
How about negative?
I'll congratulate you more.
At one point during the night, you do hear a howl off in the distance from probably a wolf kind, but not close enough for it to necessarily be a danger to make a loud noise.
Hmm.
Take the last one.
And there's only one person left.
Well, I guess it's Ebony's, and Feathers will join me, having resummoned him before they went to sleep. Feathers has advantage on wisdom checks. That's an 18 from Feathers. And mine is a 6.
Okay. Nothing seems to appear camp, thankfully. Uh, the you do see feathers perk up a few times, especially when there is a howl, but it seems to be getting farther away. They don't seem to have caught your scent, possibly with the scent of undeath that is uh in the areas. Feathers does not seem uh happy to be out in the middle of nowhere. That the night passes, you guys are back. It's only about a day and a half uh back to the academy. You guys, if somebody would roll D100.
I got you, fam.
Uh-oh.
Well, good thing
Um,
you rolled just under, because a 50 or higher would have gotten you an encounter. You guys are able to get back to the academy safe and sound. You do see some sort of like are in the distance that could have attacked you, but they don't seem to spot you as you make it back to the city and the academy. You, it is later in the day. It is starting to get dark out. Uh, you guys know where the people would still be at the entrance hall, where the the headmaster's office is at. You go there.
Indeed.
well, probably should.
Make it to back towards the entrance hall and go, and you see that there are a couple more teams who have seemed to be showed up before you guys. Uh, you see like a good half of them haven't made it back yet. Uh, and you see the headmaster there talking with, but as soon as he spots you, uh, how did it? What?
Mozzies will pipe up with the arrow that was shot on her back and says, "Here's a token of my pain and severing."
Other than a few arrows, it would be well.
We can get you fixed up out of you. I'm glad your mission was a success.
It was a rough time, but Moses played a really good role in supporting us to last night.
Definitely felt good when you made the pain of the first arrow go away.
I'm glad.
Agreed.
I'm glad that the team is. The others had a bit more heart of it. And he motions to some of the other people here. There is straight up one party where there is a guy missing an
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
indeed. Uh,
My goodness. I imagine that team is not going to be graduating.
they are, but they did succeed in their mission. They are
The
graduating.
Oh,
the
oh.
person who lost their arm is it a lizard folk? Is it a humanoid? Like, what race or would they be?
They seem to be a half orc.
Okay, never mind.
We tried to get them to rethink continuing, but they seem very headstrong. Seem to think that Well, they only need one arm to wield.
Oh,
Like lizard
must
blood
be a
in with them.
barbarian.
You can,
Uh,
Technically not wrong.
I believe his profession is actually rich.
Hmm,
Is interesting. He's wielding.
that is interesting. Usually you hear of rangers using short bows or long bows.
Quite rare. Days. Uh, that's exact profession has been replaced by uh many others job, but this might be from one of the actual bit or in the past.
Unorthodox.
Or in the past.
Ah, ah.
Uh it is getting late in the day after we've patched you guys up. You just stay in the dorm one last night before you head off on your with a bit more luck against arrows. Head on into the back area patched up, and
Thank
he
you.
he motions a back room that seems to have a few other people getting patched up by um the uh the druid professor. Uh Professor DeVore be patching people back there. And while it is somewhat painful as she has to dig the arrowheads out, uh she does cast a higher tier healing spell. Uh it's not high good enough healing to say regrow a limb or something like that, but it patches you up and good as new. No scars or anything left over. Uh, like pats you on the back and sends you back to your.
you see that, Mrs. DeVore? I did great. You know what? I used the healing magic that I was tuning into, and I kept people up. They were bleeding, and then poof, magic. They were okay again. You know what? It's almost like what you were doing here, but like actually out in the field. You know? It was cool. You should go back out on the field, like for a little adventure. You know how cool it would have been if you were there with us?
Moses?
Stephanie, wouldn't that be right?
Moses?
Moses.
Professor to pat you on the head. Say, my days of adventuring are behind me. I am old for an elf. While I could still probably do some damage up. Past my prime.
Oh,
Rather,
Fatui, you'll
I
still be useful.
I am more useful here teaching. Go back to your dorm, rest.
Come on,
Big,
Moses.
big days starting tomorrow.
Okay, back to the dorms we go, I guess. But don't overexert yourself. It's very painful. Very, very painful. As Moses will just leave it off on that note and just go up to Ebony and hold like the edge of her tail. And she's like, okay, onwards. She'll kind of shake it.
Professor
Ebony
DeVore,
will hold her hands out and pick Moses up.
Moses will accept.
Professor DeVore goes back to patching people. Uh, you guys head back to your dorms. Do you do anything else before you guys sleep tonight?
I think sleeping in a bed is kind of a good idea.
Yes, a very good idea.
The bed was kind of cozy and it kind of curled around me. It was pretty nice. Ebony, you're not going to like this bed very much again. I think you're probably going to be a little bit more upset, but less upset than the sleeping bag, I think. What do you think, Ebony? Are you going to sleep okay? And she'll jump on top of Ebony's bed and then get chased around the room a bit with Hootie, trying to burn off some energy before she goes to bed.
Moses, sweetheart, it's time for bed. If you don't lay down in bed, I'm going to tie you to it.
You heard before. It's going to be a very exciting day tomorrow. You know how exciting our adventure was? It's going to be an even more exciting day. And she'll go over to the bathroom, kind of bang on the bathroom door, and say, Gary! Gary! Did you hear it? Fred! Are you believing on it? She will take the challenge of seeing if she can get tied down by Ebony, seeing how many buttons she can press.
Oh, it wouldn't take very long. Moses would find herself tied to the bed and gagged.
Moses would eventually just stop at that point. She'll pass right out comfortably as ever.
Okay. You guys have your long rest and wake up bright and early as people are. Those who came back late into the night are getting everything ready as everybody is heading out. Many people
The first
going the adventuring.
the first thing Ebony does when she wakes up is unties Moses and ungags her. Now, Moses, don't make me do this again. Okay?
Moses is faking death.
Make a performance
Ebony,
check.
It's gonna be hilarious either way if it goes good or bad.
You see you see as you try to go and wake her up, you see one of her eyes was already open and just watching as you came down, and she quickly closes her eyes, and she's very obviously still breathing.
Ebony just kind of looks at Moses for a long moment, then goes, Moses? Moses? And then she kind of puts a hand on Moses's chest. Did I? No. Okay,
I'm ready,
she's
and she'll
fine.
just jump out and just kind of grab a hold of her arm. Are you ready? Are you excited? I'm ready. I'm excited. Let's go. Are the boys awake? Did you wake up the boys? We didn't
Go
wake up the
for it.
boys. The boys.
Go for it.
And she'll try and unlock both the doors and then race into the boys' room and start
She would find
screaming.
she would find their room locked.
Yeah, well, Moses will still keep on banging at the door and scratch at it almost like a lost puppy. Say, boys, boys, and
Gary will just open the door and look at you. You alright?
no, I'm excited. You know what excitement means? Because today is another big day. That's all I know. That's all I got. You're welcome.
Wanted to sleep in a little bit longer.
I just wanted to read, but I'm curious now.
You see people walking past with like hacks on, getting ready to leave because it's the last day in the dorm.
Yep. Time to go.
Yep. Guess so.
Moses will wander back to her side of her room and pick up her belongings and kind of look at Hootie and say, "You know what? Today is going to be an even better day." Where do we go? And she'll just kind of march out of the room with a jaunt on her step.
You all head straight to the adventuring.
Might as well.
Might as well.
Aye, Captain.
Okay.
Hmm?
You guys get there after about 15 minutes, 20 minutes of walking outside the school gates. And you see it is very full of people. There are dozens of tables set up throughout a very large building, but every single one has people already sitting at it. There are two giant quest board sections, and while there are not many quests left, you can see there are many pieces of like tiny ripped pieces of paper where somebody already pulled down a quest to take. You see a group of there's like four like receptionists that have like lines of like 4 or 5 people already waiting in them to show them which quest they're taking.
Turning quickly around, she'll look at Gary and Fred and Ebony and say, "We're late. We weren't the first ones up. See, this is what reading and sleeping in gets you." You know what? Maybe there'll be a better challenge. Who knows? It's gonna be exciting. Ebony, do you trust what's on the board? Do we believe in reading?
Hey, Moses.
What?
Just because we weren't the first people awake doesn't mean we won't find a good job.
But who says we got the best of the challenging jobs? You know, the best challenging jobs are the first come, first serve, right? Or maybe it's the last one left.
You don't need the best to get better. Just need to keep working.
Who knows? Maybe we can save a cow. Yes, family would love that. Let's go find a cow.
Ebony goes over to the job board.
While
see-
she's at the job board, I go to the counter.
You go to the counter.
Yes.
There are lines, so you'd have to be waiting. But while you are waiting in the lines, you go. Ebony goes over to the job board. You see
Moses will follow Ebony.
there are various quests there that you know for a fact you guys are not ready to take, like hunting down a manticore that has been causing issues with on a farm. But you see a few like gathering medicinal herbs. Which is a very common quest that even some civilians take. You see there's ones about hunting down wolves. A pack of wolves you know is out there from hearing it, seeing it a couple times. There's a bandit killing quest because bandits have been once again causing issues on the trade routes. And there's ones that look very old. Like nobody has ever like chosen to take them for whatever reason. Which it's stuff like go to the mines that are several days away and collect ore. Like nobody seems to ever take that job. So it's just old there, tattered and dusty. Jobs would you like to take?
She's going to pull down the bandit killing job.
And Gary will walk up behind you and just go, "What you got there?"
It's a bandit killing job. Apparently, some bandits are making some trouble on the trade routes.
Hmm.
I think that's a pretty good job to cut our teeth
Decent
on,
start.
don't you?
Yeah. Wasn't not too bad.
Trouble is trouble at the end of the day, and if we can make somebody's lives a little bit easier, that's what matters.
Exactly, Moses.
You see that Frederick has been waiting in the line for a bit now, and you could just hand him the quest paper. He has to take it up there.
Even
That's
though
what
getting,
Ebony does.
even though getting that manicore would save a lot more other people's lives, I think I would be pretty scared to be eaten alive.
Oh, sweetheart, we're not ready for the manicore. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, but maybe one day.
Yes, one day we will be. And then we'll take that quest.
After about 10-15 minutes of waiting in line, you get up to the front desk as a group, and you hand the lady there the paper, and she says, "Okay, figured that one would be gone quickly. The name of your group."
Uh, the Rising Stars.
Aren't the first people to have that name, but it is vacant right now at the very least.
Well, then I guess a lot of great minds think alike, huh?
Just about every few years, one of a group tries to name themselves that.
Yeah, but it's not going to be as strong or powerful or the bestest like ours. We're going to
Not,
carry this
not,
name and we're going to be doing great.
It is good that you have enthusiasm. Hope that these
We have the
band
brains too, you know? Wait, just listen to
Moses,
this. What
Moses,
if
not
we got
now.
this one and then
Moses,
and then
Moses,
Not now,
sweetheart.
Moses. Not now.
Not,
you
not now,
see
sweetheart.
you see a vein on the receptionist's forehead just pop, like, bulge out as you interact with them, and they'll say, "These bandits have been causing an issue for about a week now. They've already attacked merchant caravans. Thankfully, they sent they seem to be merciful enough to send one merchant running back here. Whether or not they let them go or they somehow escaped unseen, not know. There seems to be a decent number of them, led by one who seems to be in charge. They're about 2 days out from here. They have moved. The last attack was about 2 days out from here.
All right.
Luck?
were they heading towards the town or away from the town or left or right or which way?
Only had one attack where there were survivors. Not know where it's coming from.
Well,
Well, I
we'll
guess
find
with
out.
that, we should get ready to head out.
The reward, once you have finished with this quest, you can either come back here to turn it in, or turn it in at any of the other adventuring guilds. Put this quest on one of your guild cards. They can just check it there. The reward for this quest is 1 gold for every bandit, 2 gold for their leader. Kill them to kill. Usually that means some of the more brutish adventuring parties will cut off one of their hands, and at least some form of
Would a finger do?
fingers can be cut off easily, still alive, and a full hand is much. People are a lot less likely to let go of one. So for the leader, probably better to bring the head. He is most likely a wanted criminal. Head, if not the full body, would be proof.
All right.
Well then.
Hmm.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Now, can I continue my thought?
Not now, Moses. We need
You
to strategize.
you look behind you. There's another line of like 10 people.
But it is a strategy. She's talking to Ebony and the group now instead of the person up front.
The receptionist, she said,
Come,
"Please move."
come with us, Moses. Just walk with us.
Walk and
Well,
talk.
Moses would be walking and talking as she'll just say, but what if we picked up the wolf quest and then told the bandits that the wolves were protecting something and then the bandits would want to rob the wolves?
It
I don't think
doesn't
that would
work
work.
that way, unfortunately. The
We
bandits
have
wouldn't believe us.
we have guard dogs, and who said it would be about us telling them? It would just be a secret note.
Hey, Moses.
Yeah.
I think we should just focus on one at a time for the moment.
Yeah. But I am focusing on one. I'm just using the other one for our advantage.
You see, there is a sign above the quest board that says you can only take one quest at a time.
Moses
Plus,
chooses not to read that, okay?
plus, there's that, Moses. There's that sign right there that says we can only take one
Now,
at a time.
If I don't read it, it does not exist.
as a side note, are we prepared for this journey? Do we have food and water?
Not currently have rations.
So
When
it
out of character, when we graduated from the academy, did we get any money?
Each of you got a 10 silver stipend.
10 silver. Perfect.
Okay.
Alright, what can I make that useful for?
I have. I can give prices.
I'm gonna have to wait on
and
picking up a melee weapon then.
while you are looking that up, off the top of your head, I know that I have green thumb, which gives me advantage for checks to find edible plants. I
Ooh.
know plants aren't really that filling. Like I wouldn't be able to find enough plants in one afternoon to be able to feed us all, correct?
It would depend on check because there are wild growth
Yeah.
and the like. Um,
Plus, we
but
could take those and pair those with meats and make some good stews and whatnot.
Yeah.
it also largely depends on if you're in a forest, you could definitely find like you've definitely been taught how to make several dishes with meat during the cooking classes. Also hunting for animals. But
Mm.
seems like a single ration 1 day, which it's low quality, but it lasts up to it's 1 day's ration. It's silver. They have
Okay.
halfling, which are actually good quality that lasts up to a month without spoiling. For 8 silver per day. Uh, 1 day they
Well, I
I
think
think we're gonna
right
have
now we're gonna have to go with the
the
Even with
local
left.
the
one.
yucky food, I can probably find some berries to spice it up, and I can possibly dye your hair too, Gary. That would be kind of cool. I could give
No,
you a little red stripe. Ooh, ooh, it'd be
I'm good,
cool.
thank you.
spend all silver on 5 days worth of rations.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Um, guys, something we should think about. If we are going to be collecting quote trophies, to um, prove how many bandits we killed, we may need a cart
I mean,
to carry those trophies.
at least a sack.
Correct.
Not it.
A cart costs 25 gold.
Yeah.
Kind of
Okay.
outside our price range.
I'll buy 4 rations in a sack.
Rations in a
Uh-huh.
sack. You could easily get a sack for like a couple copper. So
Don't buy
Get several
sacks?
sacks.
several sacks. Yeah, like 2 copper for a sack. So if you wanted, uh, you can get 5 sacks for.
I don't think we'll need several.
If
Well, who knows
if
how many bandits there are?
exactly. Number
Not to
one.
mention,
Number
we could use
two,
it for other storage.
we could use it for other storage. Number three, how much it will hold.
All true. Okay. What do you think? 3
Definitely
sacks?
buying some rations, though.
Okay, so the bandits are 2 days away, which means we need at least 4 rations, probably. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 8. So we're all left with 2 silver pieces if we're
I'm just
all
gonna buy
getting
5.
bandits. And who's getting all of the bags? I know
I
Fred
got
said
'em.
he's gonna get some. 5, I'm guessing, so 1 silver piece.
I bought 3. 3 should be plenty.
So that's what, like... Yeah. Copper. Full copper, yes. Yeah. I had to think for a moment. I just bought
Um,
5 low quality ones. Have an extra ration just in case.
I will buy 4 rations and a silver's worth of bags.
5 bags, so we have 8 bags total now. That's pretty good
A
number.
lot of sacks to carry around.
How much would like a sharp knife or something cost just for like if I were to cut off an ear or a tongue?
Have uh, some of you
Fair enough.
already have a sharp.
Mm.
If you have glass, have gotten comes with a knife.
Okay, so I
Oh,
do have
that,
cooking utensils.
that,
Great.
that, that answers my questions then, I guess. Partially.
You have basic cooking.
So then I'm guessing I would have the tools for the classes that I took.
Yes, if they had tools.
Cool. Blacksmithing and alchemy. I
Yeah, you
think
had
with tools and
basic
alchemies.
blacksmith, basic alchemy. It does not include everything that you.
Worked for me.
Okay.
Just having basic tools could potentially save our life.
Okay, so that means I would have blacksmithing tools and what was my other class? Cooking?
Yes, so you would have a basic.
Did you get proficiency with them or no?
Yeah, for fish.
Oh,
And
great.
from Monster Anatomy, would I get anything or just from my cooking?
Monster Anatomy was
Yeah. Okay.
just know how to take
Okay.
at the very, but monster have advantage.
Okay.
So I have a question. What the heck with the classes I took you?
Dungeoneer one gave you craft because they're separate lockpicking. crafted some
half of what these tools are used for.
um
Not bad.
and it
Negations.
negotiate.
Yeah.
Just know
Well,
how to. You don't get professional. Know how to negotiate with some.
Wouldn't it be like persuasion?
I guess yeah. You can
Hmm, that's actually pretty good.
guys go general. Uh, it seems to be run by a. When you say you want ration hanging in the back of a back room, you see another orc. Dressed like a chef, not Chunk, but possibly some top by Chunk. Comes out with a very toothy smile and tray of jerky.
Ooh.
Smells. Guess that after a few days, it's less tasty. Smells.
Moses will put up her hand and say, "Oh, sir, do you want some help back there? Maybe we can strike up a deal, and you guys can make us some
Moses,
rations, and I can help you out in the kitchen for a little bit. It'll be nice to get in the heat for a little bit."
This Greg's kitchen in it, but
Moses will still have that big, huge grin on her face and say, "It was just a helping hand, but okay."
he just goes back into the kitchen and seems to pack up the amount of rations you're buying. Uh, Comes out, puts it on the counter, and you guys successfully pay for rations you were buying and snacks, which you see the general like don't really often people often buy sacks packs and stuff. You heard just go into the back room. You kind of like stuff being like dumped out of sacks, and she just comes back and just puts it on the counter. Upper reach.
I mean, hey, it works. We just need them, right?
Why I'm selling them. Guys finish up at the general. Guys going to head out.
It's still morning-ish at this point, right? Yeah.
It is probably noon.
Ebony is muted.
Yeah, I realized that after I spoke. And I was just saying that Moses, it's not everybody wants a helping hand.
Back home, a lot of people would like a helping hand here, there, and everywhere else. Less work means like better work for everybody. But he said it's his kitchen, so I understand. It's okay. I wouldn't want anyone coming to my tree fort. Not without permission, anyway. You don't know where my tree fort is.
Exactly.
Yes.
Permission.
No. Do we want to start this journey now?
Well, it's
Might
still
as
morning,
well.
so I don't see why not.
I still have no clue where we're going, but we're going somewheres.
Why don't we go to the Merchants Guild and find out where their normal trade route is and then
Good.
follow it?
Know what the basic trade routes are. The maps that you guys have been studying in your adventuring court. Basically, trade routes are just the normal roads. You could probably guess that the trade route uh is probably from Haven to Haven to uh about 2 days from guess. And attack might be crossroad. up
I mean,
here.
the crossroads makes the most sense. You've got two different directions that you can go in, and it would get a lot more foot traffic than just a single path, since you have two paths converging.
True. So let's start heading for the crossroads.
And if not that one, then potentially the one after it.
Correct.
Shall
And
we?
we won't know until we start heading out.
You all head out.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think it's time we get going.
Based on that information, she'll probably take another low quality portion before she went. If we were discussing this in the shop.
Oh no,
We would
probably not.
we would already have left the shop before we
Oh,
started
Yeah.
okay.
discussing it.
Well, then never mind.
Y'all
Adventure time.
all go to the southern exit to that heads off onto the main road. There are a decent number around this. Not the exact same. The first day, y'all, because of the overabundance of adventurers traveling in the same direction, essentially, the wolves don't seem interested in coming near. So come into contact with but eventually, on after a long rest that is quite filled with other adventurers camping near. On your second day, some people go off into the to go take on various quests, and there aren't many who are traveling in that direction. About a maybe about 6 p.m. Guys come near the crossroad. Anybody after get to the in over up ahead
Yeah.
about 100.
Asking Feather.
Feathers, go check the card out.
Moses will also turn to Hootie and she'll kind of say, "You want to go see if there's any big, huge spies lurking away in the woods? Maybe catch yourself a squirrel if you're lucky."
Have Feathers make a stealth check.
That would be what exactly?
Uh,
Dex.
yeah, Dex check.
Okay.
Okay.
18.
Definitely a success. As as Feathers flies a little high, do you look at your eyes?
I do.
See a little one bandit official, and then crouched behind this cart, you see in hiding a bunch more.
Oh,
Jesus.
goodness.
Oh my gosh.
If you guys can put your
6,
tokens down
9,
over on
10.
the side, know they're there so they don't get a surprise round on you. They also see you coming.
Well, could I
I'm going to
potentially
put
cast?
Feathers right there for right at the moment because that would be where he'd have the most advantage to see everything.
Let's see. Could I potentially cast a spell on someone before we start this? Like before we get in fully. No,
Uh,
upon seeing that
you
cart.
can, as you're walking up, yeah, I'd say you get it. Since they do not know you see them, they probably they aren't attacking at this moment. So
Hey,
as you're
Ebony,
walking up,
take
Yes.
Arcane Ablation.
Arcane ablation.
You gain 4 temp HP, and when those 4 temp HP goes out, you regain 3 temp HP. Repeat the process until the HP you would regain is effectively 0. You lose 1 each time. Spell lasts until you gain no more
Okay,
temp HP.
so each cycle, when it hits 0, I regain
1
it, but it
left.
loses 1.
yes.
Okay.
So you have
Okay.
4 right now.
Okay.
And that is not concentration.
You guys can move 30 feet.
Um,
Guys,
1, 2,
they don't know we see them.
20, 30,
Instead of
oh,
moving
I
up,
mean, casting the spell,
10,
I'm pretty sure is a
5,
pretty
10,
dead giveaway.
15,
Hey, we
20,
probably see
25,
you.
30.
Get that out of the way, and then have me. How deep is this stream here?
Oh, it's literally a stream, like a couple.
Okay, so it is 100% able to just be ran through. Cool. There is nothing to get cover with, is there?
Not really. No. They see you coming.
that's the only place that
Well, my friends, you are my cover, partially.
They come charging at us. Maybe I can grow some roots or something so they're stuck, you know? And she'll kind of be whispering this very, very quietly.
Up or
Yes, she will be. But she'll be kind of looking around each other.
hey,
There.
everybody rolling.
I did.
I did.
Okay, that's it. Okay. Up. As you see the head bandit yell out, "Stop! Hand over your things. Attack.
where's
Do you
the
surrender?"
Let me think about that. How about no?
Okay. He is.
Gary is preparing to be able to tell him no. Would I be able to cast Entangle?
Initiative. That was.
Bet.
The only reason I was casting that spell is I was casting it as we were approaching up to the cart as a protective.
Because I
as-
knew
So-
we started at 100 away, but
As he
yeah.
finishes talking, you see a ball of fire form and he is going to send it to you. Does this ball hit you?
Yes.
Okay, so you take 8 fire damage.
Jesus.
Well, good thing I
Ow.
gave you that 4 to start.
Okay. Down.
It's at the start of your next turn, you gain the HP.
Okay, so at the start of my next turn, I would gain the 3.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll put
I know
that
it's not that
there.
much, but it's at least some cushion for you. That's brutal.
Right there. Okay, Gary.
Well, Captain. Captain, oh Captain. 45 feet away from me. Well, unlucky for you. Lucky for me, I guess, but unlucky for you.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
look,
Jeez.
man. Sometimes you got a monologue and it works. 14 damage to the captain. Captain, oh captain. Cool. You want to dish out the heat? I'll dish out the cold right back in the same quantity.
It definitely
14.
hits it on the arm, and he's very mad. But
Anyways, I think that's cue for you guys to go, so have fun with that. Go over here.
Frederick. How deep is that hill? Chris,
You're muted, Pete.
He's not muted, he's just quiet.
He asked how
how
steep
deep
the
is
hill
that
is.
hill?
How steep?
Can I go up the hill? And I am going to fire Eldritch Blast at the leader.
that hits 10 for damage.
Ouch.
It definitely hurt him quite a bit as he is winded slightly by it.
And I am done after that.
Hey, these bandits.
Gary, you have a lingering thing of your movement, by the way.
They all have light crossbow.
Oh, well, this I don't like.
Agreed.
Well, the good thing about crossbows, they have to take a turn loading them. After this. So,
That's there, thankfully I have forgone that for magic.
But no, they're not going to use the crossbow. They are going to fire their own firebolt. They saw that was
Fuck.
effective. Don't worry, they are not as good with them as their leader.
I would hope so, because 14 damage is terrible.
Yeah, that's not possible. 2 against Frederick. For an 11, I'm guessing both miss.
Both miss.
Them against Ebony. 16
The
hits.
16. The 16 hits.
5 fire damage.
Okay, question. Technically, I have temporary hit points, but I haven't had my next turn.
You don't have them
Get
yet.
them until your turn.
Then
Yeah.
I'm down.
Two attacks against Gary.
Both hit.
Oof, 2 high roll. 18. Okay.
Well, I'm down.
Okay, this is high. And then 1 against the
Miss.
They roll well. Moses, you're up too. And enter.
Now, it'll take an action to stabilize, and I can't... Healing Word will do nothing to someone who is downed, correct?
They're not dead.
I'm not dead.
They're still conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're
but-
just down on the ground. If you healing word us, we'll be able to get back up. no repercussions yet.
But there's nothing, not an action I can do to possibly help another one of them out. It would just be one or the other,
Yes, indeed.
basically.
Yes. However, I'm not sure how you want to rule temp HP gaining back on her turn as healing.
Temp HP that will not bring. It is an arcane buffer, not healing.
Okay, well then, I would say pick her up first.
Yeah. Moses will turn to Ebony because she has more of an emotional connection towards her anyway, and she will run up and she will just try and pat her on her back and say, Ebony, open up. You got this. You'll be okay. You seen me last time, right? You'll be okay.
That is
And then it is an additional
Or no, it's a
plus
D6.
6.
D6.
Yeah.
12 healing.
I said, you know what? You said 12. It's gonna be 12.
And that was 15 feet, so that is another 15 feet Moses will take. So she took her action. Well, I can't reach anybody. So bonus action movement, and that will be her turn because she cannot take an action. Wait, no. I can cast. I can't trip. Okay, 1 second. Sorry, I forgot I could actually use action for that. She will turn to the one who was the one who downed Ebony. If I knew where it came from.
Well, you got 2 fire blasts that happen at the same time, so it's one of these. Actually, no, it was.
Okay, well, she will turn to the people that she sees first and say, you know what? You may have downed her, but you cannot down me, because you know what? You look like a loser. And she'll say vicious mockery to them.
Okay, which was it that you?
It was the forward, most forward one.
Okay, so they're not good at these. Never mind, they are good at these.
Oh.
They have been rolling really high. Take no damage.
They need to take a turn to load their crossbows. No,
They're not using the crossbows.
That will be her turn, though.
Okay. These thugs. They are fully melee characters. So they're 5, 10, 5. They're getting like right here to try to back up their leader. Their turn. Ebony, we're up.
You gain 3 temp HP from Arcane Ablation.
Okay, so Ebony is going to shout at Feathers. Feathers, get that captain! And then she is going to get up on her knees and throw magic missile at the captain. So that's 3 bolts. So 1, 2, 3.
Hey, 12.
Magic Missile is fun.
He is now bloodied.
And then Feathers is going to do a swooping talon attack like he did against the zombie the other night.
Doesn't have flyby, so he will take attack opportunity if he tries to fly away. Hell, 21 hits. 5 slashing.
And then he's going to fly up and over the thugs and end over here.
Okay. Bandit Captain. Turn again. Seeing that he is the focus of the attack, he's gonna move back here a bit. Well, he will get an attack of opportunity on it. You just see a dagger and miss.
Miss.
As he goes back here, behind this guy, and he is going to throw a firebolt again. This time at Frederick. 15 hit.
Dead on.
That is a near max
Ouch.
roll. What is with these people? He's a very competent
Uh,
captain, apparently.
Fred goes down.
I can only heal one of you guys.
Don't worry. Watch this. Wait till it's my turn. You'll see something great.
At least my healing's been doing okay. Okay.
Yeah. These guys don't have a lot of health. Apparently, they roll really well on damage. Okay,
There ain't nothing to take cover behind.
you roll a death saving.
Yep. Watch this, guys. You ready? You ready?
Success.
Oh. No, I needed a
Success.
nat 20. That way I can get up at 1 HP.
Frederick, roll death save.
I'm guessing we're not doing the,
Oh yeah, you can, if you want, you can gain exhaustion. So before you would have saved, Gary, is there anything you want to do?
I need to remember where was it written? It's up here, right? Yeah. An action gives you 4, bonus action gives you 2, and movement gives you 1. And they come, it's 1 point off per long rest, right?
Yes.
How badly hurt does the captain look?
Fairly badly. He is almost in the single. He is definitely bloodied.
I'd be banking on a crit here. If I did it. I'm not gonna do it. We're gonna wait. 4 is just a lot.
Okay, Frederick. Okay.
So Gary's up with 1 HP, and
No.
Frederick's down right now. No?
I'm still
Okay.
down.
Yeah, you can take actions back and bonus actions. Points of exhaustion.
It's just 4 is a bit
Does Frederick
brutal
want to
right
do
now.
anything?
No.
Okay. Now these bandits. Either captain is hurt fairly badly, so they're just gonna step back to round them to try to defend him. These ones are gonna move in this direction. These ones take the kind of a defensive that which will give their boss space. And these ones are shoot fire. 2 at Mosey. And miss.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
1 at Ebony.
Miss.
11.
Oh, no, actually that hits. Actually that hits. I'm sorry.
5 fire damage.
Moses will turn to Fred, who's down beside her, and give them a healing word.
6.
What is... Please stop. Okay. Well, my character sheet's now following my cursor, so I can't close. 1 second, sorry.
Vicious mockery again.
I was going to see if anyone's in 10 feet of me first.
Nobody but Frederick.
Okay. She is going to move up 5 feet, so she is 10 feet away from this guy. And once I open my character sheet again, she is going to hold her hand out and poof a poison spray at the person.
11. They take.
That also takes 3 damage.
Okay. They seem bloody. So is that your turn?
Yeah, that will be my turn. Bonus action, a little bit of movement. She doesn't want to get face to face. Actually, she will move 5 feet up closer to the person.
Okay.
Sorry.
The thug is just moved into the defensive position. Attack just in case anybody moves. Ebony, you're up.
Okay. She stands up and moves right here. And she goes, "All right, you sons of bitches, you want to play firebolts? Let's play firebolts." And this guy right here, right in front of the chief, gets a firebolt of his own.
That definitely hits.
Oh.
That kills. This one just has a hole now burned into his chest and he falls over. The other bandits around him look scared.
I would too. Hey,
Feathers! One more pass! And Feathers comes over this way and then does a swooping talon pass again.
Okay, he is going to get a lot more opportunity attacks for this, but make
I-
roll the attack.
I realize this, but
Godspeed, Feathers.
oh, and he misses.
That's
But
a
he
miss.
still goes up and over.
So let's see. Dagger attack is
Miss.
that is 50. Scimitar attacks. What's his AC?
Two hit. The 14's hit.
That is 9 damage. Still up?
He is up, but he is at 1 HP.
Oh, come on, Feathers.
Wait, that he goes with So is that your turn?
Yep.
Bandit Captain is trying to seem calm and reserved, is going to send a firebolt back at you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
4 fire damage. There's the low roll.
Oh.
He seems
Oh,
to be focused and it only hits your side.
Real quick, if you didn't do it on the start of your turn, you would have regained 2 HP as 10 HP.
Right. Yes, I know.
Oh.
Let's see. Gary, death save.
No,
Yeah,
he's
that's
up.
simple.
He's healed.
Oh, he's up.
No? Wait, what? I was healed?
Oh, no, never mind, Brett.
That was Freddy.
Sorry.
I was about to say, I thought you healed.
Oh,
I thought you
I
hit
did
the
healing.
I was looking right after yours because I was waiting for it to, like, pass. Sorry.
Second success. Do you want to take an action?
You know, He's wide open now. He wants
much-
to defend his. What?
How much healing did I get?
5 plus
Got 8.
You,
3, 8.
yeah. Pay attention, Pete.
Well, seeing as I'm probably not going to do much more else, I got one shot here. And it's
Guess
going to
what?
be a disadvantage. Alright. Well, it's the best I can do to help. Godspeed, everyone.
18 still hits.
Oh, boy, for 7 cold damage onto the
What?
captain.
They are not looking good. They
The
are now in the
smirk
single
comes
digits.
over. A smirk comes over Gary's bloodied face as he stares directly at the captain.
Hey, that was exhaustion you gained.
Worth it.
-1 at all rolls.
Worth.
Frederick, we're up.
This hill is providing no cover for me right now. So I'm gonna move over here and tuck down behind a rock. Hulk up and blast him with another Eldritch Blast. Stop rolling. Oh, I only have 2 attacks.
You see the captain takes that hit to the chest, and it seems their chest from that blast just concaves a bit as they fall over. With their captain dead, not only do you see the morale for the bandits dropping a bit, as they seem to have a look of fear on their face before you see each of them clutch one of their arms as you see what looks like a root on their forearm. Their forearm glows, and they all take 4 damage as something on them seems to activate with the person's death.
They take 4 damage. Just the one that's bloody just outright die from this.
That is exactly the amount of HP it had left, so yes. That one seems, the fire seems to erupt from their arm as it starts to burn one of their arms.
Well, we're not taking that hand.
It seems whoever the captain was did something to people.
Fred poked his head up. This is a chance to give up.
They do not seem willing to give up, even if they've lost their captain. They know that giving up means getting to prison if still left alive. They'd rather attempt to kill you.
He tucked back down under his cover.
Hey, you got half cover. That's 2 next saves.
Okay.
Bandits that are still alive, all of them are pretty much bloody now.
And has a snarling Moses.
This one does have full sight of you, so this top one right here, you don't have half cover from. As they send a firebolt, Frederick. Wow, they rolled high. That is 2 fire damage. This other one, attack both.
Miss.
8, that misses. There's one more, it's going to attack Moses.
That hit.
Cheetah hit 7 fire damage.
Okay.
These two are here and are gonna shoot firebolt towards Ebony. 17 hits.
Both hit.
Both hits. Wow, a max damage roll. 14 fire damage.
And Ebony is down again.
Moses really holding the party together again.
Moses still can't do much.
Moses.
As she knows that Fred's doing well on his own back there, working away, she will cast her last healing word on Ebony again, saying, "Come on, just a little bit longer. You can stay strong." D6. 11.
All right.
She shall move 10 feet, and she will. I think the best action I can take is with my shepherd's crook,
Yeah, you can smack him.
even though that's only 8 foot. Oh.
Yeah.
That's not great.
And
Thankfully,
I have.
I don't do punishment that one.
Well, it's not classified as a magic weapon, is it?
It is.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes, that's her bonus action. That's her action.
These thugs.
Could Hootie see that we're struggling in combat and possibly show up to make an action?
Yes, but I will say Hootie is not a combat familiar.
Yes, I know.
There is not much he would be able to do. Do you want him to enter combat?
I can still summon Hootie again, right? Even if I don't have the.
It takes her bonus action to command. So you already used your
Okay,
bonus
never
action.
mind then.
So next
Yeah.
turn, if you want to use your bonus action,
Okay, sorry, I'm just not familiar with familiars in combat.
these thugs have seen that you guys have kind of not had trouble taking them out so far, so they just don't want to get within melee range. They're going to come behind.
But with a 3-foot fucking short fuck.
Yeah, they are going to come and get cover behind the cover.
We got close with you. Type thing. Oh,
Seems like the morale has started to really affect these bandits. Ebony, you're up.
They would have
You did
seen
one.
her start to fall, and then they would have seen her just come right back up when Moses cast her healing word on her. And she looks at them and goes, "I told you we were playing Firebolt. Now who's gonna be next? Oh, I think you over here are gonna be next." And misses.
Yes, there.
And she's kind of staggering, kind of lost her balance with that shot.
Yeah.
I'm scared that she's gonna hit Moses.
No, it just kind of goes over her head.
So, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Gary, that last.
Why
That's
is
3
it
successes.
15 every time?
You are stabilized. You are no
No,
longer.
it was. Okay.
You are still at
This-
0 HP. Would you like to use an action?
More points of exhaustion towards death? No thanks. What's y'all
Frederick, you're up.
Sacred Flame going down on the 2 that are surrounding Moses.
Okay.
Well, one of them's gonna hurt. Hey,
Dex save.
yep.
Both fail.
One takes 2, and one takes 8.
Yep. 8. This one dies. As it seems to be
Obliterated by
covered
radiation.
in your leaf fire.
And then he ducks back down behind the cover.
Okay. These bandits, as there are of them left. This one is just attack mode. Attempt 2. 16
Hits.
hits. 2 slashing.
Okay.
This one's gonna hide behind the cart.
Fair enough.
1. Okay, Frederick, you have a +2 to your AC for this one.
Yep.
Hit with +2.
Negative.
Hey, 1 against Ebony.
Ouch!
6 fire.
5 damage from sleep.
I'm still up.
Their turn. Moses, you're up.
See, while we'll try and whack the person that's next to her. Does a 21 hit?
Very much so.
7 damage.
Destroy this man's. He falls over.
And moving 30 feet, she shall go up here to these two gritting, snarling. Trying her best to try and get in the way between her, like them and her group, but she's small. She really can't do much. As she shall stand there, try and look also mighty and powerful, but that will be her turn.
Lugs, seeing as there's only they're gonna try to run. Gonna start running. Ebony.
Can't get
Uh,
away.
On the lead one that has started running away, magic missile. 1, 2, 3.
That's very petty.
That is almost exactly enough. That kills.
I said the lead one.
Oh. As the magic cards like weave around this other bombard the other.
And she'll say, no, 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 get your butt back here.
They look even more ready to run. Gary, you are stabilized. Are you gonna spend costume?
No, he's out. He's out of the fight.
Okay. Frederick.
Alright. I am going to drop Sacred Flame on this one and the other one running away.
Your ability,
No.
how far can the things be apart from each other?
It doesn't say, but he's too far out anyway.
Yeah. Are you gonna run these two?
Yeah. Yeah. Keep it simple. No, I'm not even gonna roll the ability path.
Okay.
You sure you don't want to give up?
You do not know. It is not their turn yet.
I'm good.
Now it is their turn. This one definitely trying to run away. These ones, while looking scared, seem to want to at least try to down this goblin. Okay. They're gonna try to attack with their scimitars.
The fuck?
Okay.
Well, hang on. One of them has to move first, at least.
5, 6, 7. 8. She's downed.
Okay,
That damage downed me.
now they're trying to run away.
You can still attack them, mind you.
Yeah, it would be
How I'm down.
you're at 0 HP, but you still have you can spend you don't
Or
have
exhaustion.
reactions. You don't have reactions or
Right, we don't get those.
yeah, now
Evan.
you're so they are starting to run away. Moses, roll the death save. Success. Do you want to spend get gain points of exhaustion to do something?
No.
This thug is going to successfully. Ebony, you're up.
You did.
Ebony runs up to there, and then she casts Magic Missile for the last time, and each missile is going to go to each of the bandits that are left. So each bandit is getting one missile. 1, 2, 3.
Hey,
Dead. Dead.
you
This
said
one
no
is
running.
Still up. 1 HP.
Okay. Action, action, action. Action. She can't do anything else. She's done.
Hey, Frederick.
Frederick goes 5, 10, 15, 30. And he's gonna shoot at this last one.
Okay. That kills.
To the middle.
Hey. That is the end of combat as you see off in the distance the two thugs are just bolting
You mean the
in a
one
panic.
thug?
Oh yeah, the one thug got away is just running away.
Dead men tell no tales. He will, though.
Ebony comes running over to Moses and drops to her knees beside Moses and tries to patch up her wounds.
Make a medicine check.
I'll help.
Do you have
So
advantage?
that's advantage. Okay,
Thank
that's 14.
That you do succeed. You have stabilized her. They are both her and Gary are conscious, but they are too hurt to do much. So you'll have to gather them up yourself.
At least with Moses, you can fit her in her sack and carry her.
Depends on how big the sack is.
She looks at Ebony looks at Fred and let's call. All right, they're stabilized. They'll be fine for the moment. Let's collect the trophies that we need.
Are you at least gonna gather them up and put them together?
You guys have kind of
Even
just
the
left Gary off on his own.
and then it
Gary's
in the
okay.
Like, very much.
there's a stone that's just now that the adrenaline is kind of worn off. There's a stone just jabbed into your back.
Oh.
It is not.
Well,
hurting
he's also very much writhing in pain, considering he also did take a shot at the captain. That didn't help.
Yeah, you're very tired and out, exhausted.
Fred readjusts Gary.
that was
Are you gonna
Yeah,
drag him over to the grass?
Yes.
Ebony will
that
let
was
Fred do that because Ebony is not strong enough to do that right at the moment.
So you guys, Frederick, back up here. Moses,
I
you
was about to
guys
say
move
it's
mm,
in.
probably easier to move Moses to him, but you know what? Hey, whatever works.
you mean Gary, not Frederick, but yeah. That was not a fun fight.
Gary goes around chopping off right hands and a head.
What do you mean,
Damn it,
Gary? I was
Fred!
injured.
This way, gang!
Mosey's just laying on the ground. She'll turn to Gary and say, "You look a little right off there, but good shot."
Once again, Moses, you are the MVP of the fight.
So we got 8 hands and a head.
Moses will just stick her finger up in the air and just say, "The grass is very breathable."
So you guys manage to collect the head and the hands of these. If you want, you can make an investigation check on the leader, and he might have something extra. Otherwise, uh I'll just say what weapons and stuff they had that you could.
Well,
I will do
good
the
luck.
investigation.
Oh,
You got
I'll
this.
help.
Let's
You have proficiency
go.
with investigation.
Let's go.
Yes.
Does no? I was talking to
No, I
Frederick.
don't.
With checks like that, unless you have proficiency, you can't give help.
Okay.
Okay, so I still got a 15.
15 is enough, but at least get the basics. You see that on their arm, on the arms of these bandits, you see a root that, for the regular bandits, seems to have scorched their arms a bit. But when you check the leader of the bandits, they have a more intricate rune on their arm that has like it looks like a like you what you would know for like fire magic, but there's a chain around it, tattooed chain around it that seems to be some kind of curse that you can guess either he passed on the other bandits or somebody else did. Possibly some kind of thing that makes them bound to the captain. Uh, their captain was obviously a much more important person. Also could probably guess that they probably have a leader off somewhere else that did this to them. Other than that, they had each of them had daggers, so you could take those if you wanted. And each of the regular bandits had a light crossbow. Uh, not in the best condition, but okay condition. And the thug that died had a mace.
Okay, so that's 8 daggers, 8 short short bows,
Short
Light
and a
light
crossbows.
mace.
crossbow. Light
Okay,
crossbow.
so 8
They
daggers,
they had like
8
leather and
light
hide.
crossbows,
They all were wearing like
mace.
leather and hide armor, but they're heavily damaged. Uh, by both fire and damage. So they're not in condition.
How
Okay.
bad a shape is this cart in?
Very. It is pushed on its side. The two wheels that are on the side that it's like laying on are broken, like heavily broken. The top of the cart, it this is a wagon. It seems like they tore off the cloth on top of it. Uh, the part that would be pulled by the horse is Like one of them is cracked just in half. Like it would cost quite a bit to fix this up because you'd be replacing most of
And how many arrows would they have through them all with
the crossbow
crossbows?
bolts.
Yeah.
They'd say probably 6 each. So if you wanted to take those crossbow bolts,
So that would make 42.
the 8. The captain did not have a light crossbow.
8 times 6 would be 48.
8 crossbow bolts.
Hey, that'd be money in our pockets because we can sell them. I mean, it'd
Yeah.
probably only be a gold piece a piece, but still.
It wouldn't be a gold piece apiece.
Well, you know what I'm saying, but you know.
The crossbow bolts usually come in packs of are not too expensive. Yeah, you
Right now, every little bit counts.
you gather up everything. Two of you very much barely conscious.
Hey, might
How
want to
strong
see
is
one of
ammo?
those daggers.
That
How strong
He
are
said-
you, Emil? Ebony.
At the moment, not very strong.
you're strong enough to carry Moses, but you're not strong enough to carry Frederick.
Edward.
Yeah.
Or Edward.
Oh, Gary.
Gary.
Frederick's not the one. How are you
You're
confusing this?
Frederick. You are Frederick.
No, I'm Gary.
Yes, I'm talking to him.
Okay, yes,
I'm not the one to keep saying it.
it's Chris.
New names
Edward.
to memorize.
Well,
Either
like,
way,
you're calling me Frederick. I would have expected Blue, if anything, but Frederick?
anyway, you guys, you want to set up camp here? It is getting later in the day. It is closer to 7 now.
A quick reminder, hey Dice, you use those on short rests, correct?
Yes.
We should probably set up camp here.
Yeah, because I can't carry Gary either.
Hopefully
I
no
can
one
carry
mistakes
Moses.
us for the bandits.
I can carry Moses, but there's no way I can carry Gary.
We can use the cart.
Okay, out of curiosity, do none of us have a good enough strength to carry an average weight person?
Nope.
Nope.
Not me.
We are not making it far in the strength department. Oh no.
Nope,
Okay.
Out of character.
Strength.
Out of character, could we use the cart to make like a pull behind
A gurney.
gurney?
If you were to break off the wheels fully, you probably break off bigger pieces of the bottom of it, some work, and then drag it behind you.
If you want to wait until tomorrow, I can go to work on it and potentially get it to work enough that we could use it.
Here's the one we need it for.
Moses will turn to Gary and just kind of have like a little snickery smile and say, "Are you gonna hand feed me my ration? I don't want to exert myself."
You don't want to
my
exert
goodness.
yourself, then why did you have the idea to go and become an adventurer?
Do you
That's what
think
she
I'd
said.
end up breathing grass with you by my side?
We'll set up camp here, and then in the morning we will use the cart to make a pull behind gurney, and then we'll carry Gary on that gurney. And
It just needs some rest. That's all.
then Moses, I'll carry you back to town.
After a rest, they won't need to be carried.
Well,
After a
Gary will
rest,
be.
Moses would be able to heal Gary, so Gary would be fine tomorrow
Not
morning.
not only that, even then, long rest would get healed anyways. It's just he's going to be tired.
Yeah.
Gary's gonna have black,
All
the old
right.
black bags.
All right.
He just
And
kind of silently and slowly eats his ration slowly and just says, and just passes out. No actual words, just tiredness.
Gary definitely doesn't want to feed Moses rations to it.
You all move off the side of the road, set up your camp. Yeah. So,
It's all good. Going into the tree line probably would be smart anyways.
uh, seeing as two of you will not be able to watches tonight, uh, the- uh,
He is zonked out. There's no waking him up.
uh, either there's nothing close by that is going to ambush you. The bandits had made the place pretty or they would not have stayed.
And I don't think those bandits are coming back, are they?
A
Thug that
singular bandit.
ran away.
Or sorry, the singular thug that got away from the slaughter.
Yeah, no, he's probably not coming back.
He's
He
probably
he
halfway to a different continent at this point.
but he might have gone back to the base they had. The bandit captain probably wasn't their absolute judging from the first mark they have on them. He probably won't be coming back to this area. He's probably gonna go their their leader. You guys are able to get your long up in the morning. Guys, while Gary is still heavily exhausted, 3 points of exhaustion.
Yeah, he'll gladly still get to work using mending and whatnot, breaking apart and fixing the cart into something that we can at least use.
You're not gonna be able to use it as transportation. You could turn it
Oh
into
no,
like a
definitely
gurney.
not transportation.
Uh,
More like think like a wagon, just something to drag along, carry stuff, allow it to be easier to carry stuff.
it it will not be able to be turned in. Uh, the damage done to this cart is not damage that can be fixed with mending. It would actually take replacement parts.
That's why he would break parts down and then basically build up a small wagon from the whole thing,
What I am
scrapping the
saying,
parts to make something new.
what I am
That's what he's
saying is that mending cannot fuse things together. It fixes small breaks.
Yeah.
The if you were to if you can't like fuse parts together like that, there is not enough of the left that are usable to build something like part out of them. And it you could build like a gurney, like I said, like a few planks of wood still together that you could carry somebody on. But there's not going to be able to get much out of this. It is not really
Oh,
something.
unless you want a stretcher. If you want a stretcher, I can make it.
Well, I could make it too, Gary, but we would need it for you. Do you want to walk? Do you feel up to walking?
He just looks at you with an emotionless expression. I would like to go back to sleep, but we're gonna have to wait until it's dark out. It's much too bright right now.
Moses will definitely lay down so anyone can carry her.
Moses, get up and walk.
I know I can, but you're passing me that bag first. But the head, you can keep. The arrows, I want sharp, pointy things, please.
Oh, and can I have one of those daggers?
No. Yes.
Of course.
so pass Gary a dagger.
Thank you. Now I have something for when you get close to me.
Okay, so for us to sell.
That's 3 down from 5 to 4 rations, and it's the next day.
Already had a day, a rest day beforehand, so you consumed 2 rations.
Okay, so that's down. We're down to 3 rations left. That's okay. Still got that nice comfort of 1. Anyways, how long's the walk home again?
Do you want to head back to New Haven? Do you want to continue on to head over
Which,
to Bel-
which one's closer?
uh
New
Haven's
Haven,
probably
probably.
slightly closer.
Then
Do we
let's go
want to
back
go
to
back?
New Haven. Let's go back to New Haven. It's closer.
Fair enough. Back we go. At some point in the walk back, Gary has found a stick. As to when he found it, he doesn't remember. He just saw a cool stick.
Oh.
But
Well, he's also kind of using it to walk with because it's like a thick stick, and he's really tired.
uh
Yeah.
Moses will willingly kind of pass over her staff so he could put it underneath his arm to help him walk a little bit
Nah,
if he wanted to.
he doesn't need that. He just needs a stick. It's just there to help keep him stable.
But
uh
hers is
af-
cooler.
after your first day of travel, you do seem to meet up with some adventuring that had been in the area, seem to have finished their quests, have given up essentially, and on your you can place another uh ration of, and then next by the end of the next day, probably around 7 or 8 at night, you guys make it back to New.
Oh, down to 1 ration total, yeah?
Yep.
Sure. Let's go! I still got a ration! And I lose 1 or 2 points of exhaustion.
That was 2 days.
So down to 1.
Well, no,
I look almost
after the next rest, you'll be down to 1.
okay. So still at 2. Got it.
I
You
have
guys
it.
head
Excuse me.
directly back to the adventuring.
Yes. Might as well
Uh,
turn in the
Yeah.
quest.
It's not too late. We're not inconveniencing anybody.
Make it back to the adventuring guild. The guards do look inside the sacks you have, but once you show them your guild card and everything like that, and they see it currently has a little mark on it for um essentially what is considered to be like a killer quest, like go out and slay some human enemy. They let you through, go back and turn in the quest. The the receptionist at the front desk. It is late in the day, so you don't have to wait. The receptionist at the desk doesn't even look inside the sack. Hand it to her. She just passes it back to um a a person who works in the back room. He he takes it and goes back, and I guess after about 10 minutes, he comes back out with a small sack. Uh, and the reception, here's your that is 8 gold for the normal bandits. Uh, and then there is the captain 10 gold.
Shouldn't it be 11 because there was 8 crossbows and 1 mace, which means 9 bandits killed altogether? Or do the hunks don't count as a bandit in this case?
Huh?
The thugs, the
You know what?
bandits, the
One of the crossbows was from the leader.
Oh, okay. My math was wrong. Okay.
uh it is 10 gold. They say if you would like to sell their gear, I cannot promise you get a lot, but you blacksmith buy those back from me. They won't be.
Profit is profit.
Is there any thing to
They
know?
may be. They may. One got away, and they may have another leader. They had some kind of
And
curse mark.
they had this rune on their arms, and Ebony would have sketched out the rune on a piece of paper for them and gives that paper over to them.
Trying to unfind them. Have to create another higher tier. Have people track them. That'll be. Thank you. Blacksmith. Have a nice rest.
Oh, wait. Can we rest here for the night? Because the beds are kind of comfy after that long jaunt, you know?
At the adventuring, not have bed. You can find an inn.
She'll kind of turn to Ebony and say, they don't have beds? Wow.
They won't have them here. This is a place for work. We can go find an inn, though.
I guess we can rent an inn, or else a trade will do too, but fine, we can be civil things. So, what would, yeah, we can be the silver rising stars. Yeah. Remember the name, lady. We'll be back.
Oh, they all use magic, by the way.
Everybody.
True. All right, let's go find a place to stay.
Both Gary and Frederick would know where they're in. That is relatively. It would be one silver, not a quality inn, but you can get a bed for.
It'll do until we do better.
Okay, if we have time to go before the blacksmith closes, would we be able to sell off the daggers and stuff? Or will we have to go to the inn first, sleep, and then do it in the morning?
The blacksmiths are probably.
Okay. So Mozzies would probably vote to rest for the night and hopefully have Gary on his 2 right feet. Not 2 left feet, not 2 right feet, not the correct feet, but 2 right feet.
guys. Uh,
Yes.
Yes.
to bed for the all essentially you're essentially staying in a hot. It is one massive a bunch. Seems like
Can
there
we get sorry.
there are seems to be partitions in beds, so you have a little bit of privacy.
Can we get like a handout or a party fund type of thing so that way we can add things to it that are for the whole party?
Easiest way to do that, just a little note shared between us, and then just
Yeah.
yeah.
That way, because we're going to start like a party fund with the extra gold that is left after splitting everything up between all of us.
Works for
Or at
me.
least that's what I would like to do. Is everybody
Yep.
okay with that?
Yeah. I was gonna
In the
suggest
handout.
Yes, put the two aside for later, and then we can build that up for when, in case someone needs equipment or something like that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Just
Thank
confirming.
you. Thank you.
You guys are able to get a decent night's sleep, one less point of exhaustion. Scary. You guys wake up. Nobody stole your stuff in the middle. Uh, that is
Even if they
off.
did steal his crossbow, they wouldn't be able to take it forever.
The there is a risk when staying in such places that somebody could steal your stuff, but this is a major city, so there's probably not that many. You guys are able to get up in the morning, go about your day. Would you like to head straight to the blacksmith?
Yes.
Yeah. Um, do they serve like breakfast at the inn?
This is
Oh, yeah.
they do not sell bread.
Oh.
Okay.
It's purely a
Oh
So we'd
place
well.
have,
to lay your head.
Oh well, that's okay then.
Get
you
food
know,
at a restaurant, a food.
Yeah. We can get food one day.
let's let's stop
Uh,
at a food stall and get something to eat for breakfast.
how about we go to the blacksmith first so we can get a little bit more money. And also not have to carry around all the stuff with us everywhere.
yeah.
Because that's just asking to be made a target.
That is true.
Go head straight to the blacksmith.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indubitably. Sorry.
The blacksmith is be a Goliath,
Ooh.
uh, standing behind a desk. You hear clinking in the background. Somebody, probably an apprentice, as he welcomes you. Stop. What
Good.
can I do?
Well, we took out some bandits, and we've got some gear to sell.
Were any of the I don't know if you guys checked, but were any of them wearing armor?
I had
Very
seen that.
bad quality.
Yeah, the armor was pretty.
Yeah, the armor had a bunch of fire uh fire holes and force damage. It was not good enough to be selling.
Unfortunate. Well, no, this wouldn't be for selling. I don't have armor. That's why it's so easy to hit him.
It wasn't good enough to repair either.
Unfortunate.
Ah,
Oh well.
So he says, so so
Yes.
Yes.
uh
Hell, we've got
The
8 crossbows and 7 daggers.
Not to mention 48 crossbow bolts
are you?
and a mace.
I was going to say, what about the mace? Or did someone take that?
Oh, you
uh
want the mace?
No, that was me saying what I thought someone took it. Like I thought
Oh no.
Um,
Moses said something about it.
Wow.
crossbow bolt. So the dagger base I can make out and
I guarantee you, I took really good care of transportation of the bolts. Thank you.
see that. See all of uh
Majority of them wanted to shoot us with fire instead of use real weapons. Could you believe that?
many people are trained with magic. Take to that and up item like a crossbow. A lot
Takes a
of it
Well,
lot less
does
money to fund your magic.
energy is
A lot,
still precious, you know. Energy.
but it's a lot more abundant than money.
One who's really tired and has bags underneath his eyes. Gary.
anyway.
okay, Moses.
For all of I'd say I could uh 5 gold.
That sounds fair.
Pleasure doing business with you, sir. And she'll strike out her hands.
So his massive hand that is bigger than your head just gently takes your hand between his thumb and his finger and shakes your business. And he's
You'll
just
see us more often.
he just takes uh he just he takes one arm and just sweeps the daggers and the maces into a box that he kind of just kicks into the back and then he just takes the crossbow bolts, puts them in another box, and just puts them on the counter.
Well, have a nice day.
Moses will kind of just be staring with a big, huge smile on her face, and she'll be like, he has such big hands.
Half giant.
And that's what. And that. Never mind.
The bigger
Let's
to
go get
hush you
something to
with.
eat.
Let's go.
Let's go get something to eat.
This blacksmith's biceps, like he looks like he could bench press an entire wagon. He has a lot of muscle.
Moses will be enthralled.
Fred turns Moses to the door. Come on.
She'll willingly walk out, but she'll be like, yeah, such big hands. She'll mumble underneath her breath and say, we gonna get any food, Gary?
That's
Maybe
where
I
we're
can
going.
paint some color in your face. And she'll kind of knock into his leg a little bit.
What quality food
You
want to get? Low quality.
got a decent enough meal. So probably medium.
Go to
Medium.
one of the tavern and get a meal there. A decent quality meal. The medium quality. It'll take about silver.
Okay.
You know what? I will definitely pay 4 silver for a decent enough meal because 4 days of eating rations and being shot hurts. Food's
Agreed.
great.
See
Yeah.
a after being seated, you see it is relatively busy. It is the lunch rush out right now. So you guys get seated after about 5 minutes waiting, and upon paying for meals, you see a wolf beast folk come out with. They seem to have a big tray of like gold stew. Can't put it out in front of you.
Ooh,
It looks like a
Um,
beef and potato stew.
that sounds absolutely delicious.
Ebony would pay with a gold piece and ask for some meat for feathers
Did you resummon it?
as well. Yes.
Okay, you get they'll go into the back, and instead of bringing out a stew because you can't eat stew, they come out with a a big. It's like a not the size of like a pig's leg per se, like the big meat on a stick, but it's probably
Drumstick.
yeah, it's like a really big drumstick.
It's those big turkey leg drumsticks that you get at the Renaissance Festival and whatnot.
Not made out of turkey. They're not gonna feed them.
Well, obviously, but that's the it gets the point across.
Yes. It's a big leg of meat.
Okay.
A 5 silver. Rest of that
Okay.
gold.
So between. Okay. So the whole gold piece is taken up
You get
between
it was
between the stew for me and the meat for the bird.
did I say 4 or 5 silver?
5.
Four.
The 4.
No, it's 5.
4 for the
Four,
stew and 5 for the leg.
or 4 for yeah, it was 4. Never mind.
Four for
I'm
the
tired
stew.
in
Yeah.
IRL. Sorry.
Yes. So you get a silver piece.
Okay.
This is a really good quality food you ask for this for it is not uh it is something that not necessarily like would consist of a meal itself, but it'd be considered a high quality.
If I got rough ideas of currency, and I'm gonna assume silver is about $1, okay? $5 for or $4 for a decent bowl of stew that's meat and potatoes. That's a steal. Yes, please.
Mm,
That sounds
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
And the average day's wage for a commoner in a city is about 5 silver. So it silver is not $1. A copper would be $1. The
Obviously, you can't compare any of them because the dollar was gold. Gold
the
standard.
a gold is like $100.
No, I'm saying like a dollar used to be backed by gold, so it creates its own conundrum. That's besides the point. Oh, kind of
Uh,
economics.
the you guys have a very delicious meal. Seems like the person cooking this is very. You look. You get. If you want, you can try to look in the back. You can perception check to see. Uh, the what is cooking this.
I'm not. Ebony is not going to.
Yeah, I don't need to know. I just need
Moses
to
is
enjoy
good.
this food.
Ah, please.
A 10.
Moses is good. She doesn't need to know.
With that 10, that is Oh, that is good. You don't get a very good look at them, but when when a folk uh goes and is bringing back dishes, you see like the swinging door open, and you see a very big orc
Is
cooking
it
the stew.
Chunk?
No, it's not Chunk.
Oh.
This one is bigger than Chunk.
Oh.
You see him just kind of like crouched over the giant pot of stew, just stirring it, occasionally adding like a pinch of some spice. Can't specify. It seems like a lot of the cooks in this town are orcs, probably trained by Chunk.
All
Orc
he,
type, orc type.
all Fred says is he's a bigot.
You haven't necessarily seen an orc bride before in the church, but you haven't seen an orc as big as him yet. He might have a mix of. You guys finish your very good, feeling refreshed. By the way, that last point of exhaustion is gone.
Let's go.
Whatever you ate seemed
Mm. I knew this food was perfect.
good. It is medium quality.
The
A
food
good
definitely filled up our wounds.
a good quality meal would cost you like.
Well, when we get to the point that we can afford that, we're definitely living on that.
Might take
If
you a
this
Legit,
is
while.
what a
almost
decent
dying.
quality can do for us, make me feel that much better. Imagine having the best food. Oh,
Now, let's go see if the guild has any more quests
yeah.
that we can do.
I
Whew.
wonder if the wolf would have ate the last bandit. You know, the
I
wolf
don't know.
quest that
With
we
you
didn't
and
take
your
up?
obsession with wolves.
Because they're pretty dogs, okay?
They're not
They just need a little
dogs.
bit of love.
Uh, no, you would know. Moses, because you took Monster Anatomy. Wolves are one of the creature that has been mutated. Um, a lot of them aren't
But it's not.
necessarily
Oh.
cute or
Sure.
fluffy. Some of them have gone through various horrifying mutations.
But they wouldn't have their uses in nature anymore,
Oh,
as a normal wolf would.
they still serve the same purpose.
Okay.
They are still the in the circle of nature, because nature itself has been mutated uh by the magic,
Mm.
various other. Yes, are not what they are usually in D&D.
And they are not dogs. Let's get that cleared up right away.
They are most def.
You might be able to befriend a wolf in real life. You might be able to make a connection, but that is still a wolf. And
These
if you
wolves
don't
just
show
want
it respect that it deserves, it ain't gonna like you.
Mm.
Don't try to pet the wolves.
But if
As you go back to the guild to look at what quests have been added since you left, you see there are two that people are avoiding like the plague.
the manticore.
No, the Manticore wants gifted, taken.
Oh.
What's still
Uh,
there that people don't want to touch?
they are not higher tier quests. They are definitely quests that can be taken by somewhat beginner adventurer. Uh, there is one quest that once you take out a couple of called large tusk bears, and
Go
there
kill a
are
couple bears.
yes, Yes, and then there is a quest that says to take out a troop of apes.
I think I don't want to touch that one.
Moses will just kind of look up at Gary and say, "You think me and a bear will get along?"
I think a couple bears would be a lot easier to deal with than a troop of flaming apes.
Well, how
Just
much is a
thinking.
troop? But then again, a bear? I can ride a bear. I vote for the bear. It's only one bear, too. Maybe two?
It's
How many
uh,
bears?
a,
My good
yeah,
old pal Fred up by my side. You won't let them eat me whole, right? Right,
If you're asking me,
Fred?
I can't stop them from eating you. That's up to you. I can only kill
I,
them as quick as possible.
I will do everything in my power to keep you from being eaten by a bear.
That's what I. You are a teammate, aren't you?
No, I'm Moses. And she'll snag the quest off the board.
Hop, hop, hop.
Or I'll try her best to anyway.
the there is actually a like a small like not necessarily a stage, but a small like ramp that leads to like a platform that seems to be there specifically to help pick up the quests. So you can walk up the small ramp and grab it if you.
Yeah. And if not, Ebony is more than typically carrying Moses in these type of scenarios anyhow.
You grab the quest. Does Fred take it up to the front? Right.
Indeed, he does.
See if you can take it out of Moses' hands first, huh? No.
If Moses won't let it go, he'll just scoop Moses up and use her to deliver it.
She'll happily pass the paper over to the receptionist. You're
Yeah.
not going to try and kill us this time, are you? I know me and you got off on the wrong foot, but just know we are
Moses.
here to stay.
Moses. They didn't try and kill us.
Could
I
have
don't
gave
know
me like
where.
a little bit more information, you know.
Ignore her.
I will
Shall not be ignored.
take this.
Yes,
Maybe.
This one
Yeah.
is a bit. Have their den. With day away. Take it out. Guys would agree. 5 gold there. Do not know how many there. Spotted 2.
sounds like a plan.
What do you need as proof?
Well, the almost every part of like as much as
All right.
Well, we do have lots of sacks from last time, but we still need to invest in something that can carry a bear or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or and she'll just keep on going on 'cause she does not know how many there are.
We will get a wagon or cart eventually, but we can probably make do like we'll figure it out there. Sorry.
Or 6 or 7 or 8
No,
or 9.
no, we can't keep doing this.
Fred put the hand over Moses' mouth.
Shh.
Calm down.
Back safely.
We do too.
Good luck. See, there's a line behind you again.
And Moses will point towards the door with her mouth still covered. Basically making the jaunt of onwards.
Fred heads for the door.
If she can peel the fingers off of her face, she'll just kind of turn up and say, "We should probably get a ration or two before we go."
Now that I can fully agree with buying.
You guys head out to the general
Let's see. They said the bear den was what, 1 day away, 2 days away?
about a day away.
About a day?
It is
So
getting
say
to be about close to 1 p.m. right now. So you guys would have a rest now and
I'll just buy 2. That should be enough. 1 for when we're on the way there, 1 for when we're on the way back, and 1 extra just in case. Threshold 1 from before.
Yeah, 3 sounds like a good amount.
Giving a nice little cushion. And you say the
Because
rations, the basic ones, go bad within a week, yes?
Yeah.
So then this one last ration I have to use because it was bought. This would be the last day it's good for. So
it have another day. It was days each way. That was 4 rations. Yeah, they last a week.
the day of rest. Oh yeah, I guess I have 1 more day. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
After getting however many rations you get, head out of the town. This time, heading toward southeast direction. The receptionist showed you on the map,
quick
and
question before we leave. Our armor price is still the same.
uh, it largely depends on which city you're. For a large
Okay,
city like this,
here.
they would probably.
Well,
Uh,
unfortunate. So I still can't get other armor because it's still 10 gold piece. Oh well. All right.
armor takes a lot of time to make.
Oh yeah, no doubt. It's just like I was hoping I could get at least like the basic one, but nah.
how many gold pieces do you have right now? Sorry, 2.
2, and it costs 10 for leather armor. It's not worth it just for 1.
Mm.
Just wait. Patience. Anyways, we travel.
Yeah. By the time where you're at, so when you take your first rest is the major cities, so that could be a threat to you. Do you have your long rests without issue? Off a ration. About noon the next day, across be a cave carved out of a hill that has the one sized bear, white fur, and large large tusks. Want to
Chancing
Oh
the guess
my
we found the right
goodness.
place, guys. What you think?
Yes.
I want one of those tusks.
You want one of those tusks?
I want to make a helmet, duh, or a necklace. Maybe a
All right,
crown.
so our melee fighter is or at least our best melee fighter is Ebony. Yes.
No.
I think it would be
Who-
Fred.
Yeah.
Is it Fred?
Fred's your friend.
Yeah.
Okay, hey Fred. As we're walking up, guess what? You're gonna get a pat on your shoulder to get your attention. Whilst this is also being cast on you.
Same thing.
Same thing. Ablation. But on you this time instead of Ebony. Try not to die. Yeah.
The attempt will be made.
Cool.
So, be a very big bear at the mouth of the cave.
Out of
Moses is
curiosity,
definitely gonna get eaten alive.
anyone else hear no music, or is my Roll20 bugged?
I just
Oh, okay. It wasn't bugged. Got it. My stuff's been having a bit of problems recently, so that's why I didn't know it. Figured I'd ask.
Nope.
Speak for yourselves. I somehow got a 20 with 12 decks or 13 decks. Let's go. I could be. What are the weapons people have? Let's see. Frederick doesn't really fight with a physical weapon, right?
Right now, yes, I do.
Oh, you do? You have one?
Right now, yes.
Hey, cool! You're gonna get another buff. You ready? Here you go. Have fun. As on my way by, I'm just gonna give you another tap. As I touch your weapon, give it a nice little flick, and keep going.
now it does 4.
Nifty.
You look absolutely terrifying. Let's kill you. Never mind.
That does not hit. Just barely. It seems to parry it with its tusk. Knocks it out of the air.
That is horrifying. Someone else go hit it. Oh wait. Oh no.
Bear's next. This one come charging out of the cave. And then second one also comes behind them. And
But I
only this
can't
one
get out.
kind of stuck behind their partner out. But it's against Frederick a bite attack. 8 pure.
Owie.
As you
Hey.
feel its large tusks, sharp teeth piercing indeed, as it bites onto your arm.
I am suddenly glad I gave you that 4 temp HP.
And this one will use action to dash. Without great.
Won't like.
Moses?
That's rough. Quickly reading something. I think my best bet is to be able to look at the top one who went to swipe and bite at my friendo, and I am going to do my sweep crook. I have advantage because it's within 5 feet of one of my people, and if I am not mistaken, this is 2 sizes bigger than me, so I have an additional d4 as well if an 18 hits.
Mighty Terror?
For
Damage.
6 damage.
You really are a tiny terror to these things, huh?
As
And
I
that-
do little damage.
That
Back
feat
him on
is
the head.
A big doggo bat! As that will
dog-
be her action.
Ebony.
Ebony is going to cast Firebolt on this one.
And damage.
And then Feathers is going to fly right here between Ebony and the bear and do a talon attack. No, actually, it's going to let out an intimidating cry.
Okay.
Ooh.
Both of them need.
Yes.
They are not scared of the tiny bird.
Yep. Okay. I believe that was his action. Yes. Yes. So that's my turn.
Staying right there.
I am actually going to back up.
Okay. Now it is
Frederick is stuck between a hard place and a hard place.
Get your friend at your side. Like always.
Frederick is going to make them make a dex save. Sacred Flame.
Flame.
Yep.
Fail.
1. Two to one and 3 to the other.
Okay.
And then he is going to move up this way. So he's not in swiping range of both of them. One bear at a time.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Gary, you're up.
How good is the tiny goblin at dodging attacks?
Eh. She's small. But she also very tiny. In the aspect of she's gonna get hit.
Well, what is there left to do other than just shoot the bear in front of him and hope you back up? Please go away. Does 13 hit?
That's it.
Let's go. 5 cold damage to this bear. Directly, just shot it right in the nose. Go away. Oh. In that case, I'm gonna move back here. I'm still next to you, but like, you probably better at taking dodging than I am, because you're small.
I don't know how that works, but you know what? She'll make do.
Bears.
They're big, clumsy. You small, agile.
This bottom one's gonna bite the head off his eagle.
Ouch.
Eagle.
Oh,
9 here. Still alive by 1. Yeah.
Yes.
This
You
other one's gonna
bastard.
bite that on 15 hit for
Jesus Christ. If
You got the.
10 here.
Ooh,
mother fudger.
at least you got the 3. At least you've got 3 temp, right? Small band-aids.
Bloodied down. You feeling good?
Frederick gives you a thumbs up. Shaking his head at the same time.
Moses.
He doesn't feel too well.
Moses will be
Frederick,
checking
I
to
think-
see.
I believe Frederick is at like
8. That's that temporary HP.
Arcane Ablation is amazing.
Okay. So altogether, how much damage would Fred have taken? I know character wouldn't know, so I can't ask that.
No, you're right.
She'll turn to Fred and kind of give him a thumbs up back and say, "You can get a few more hits than ya." And she'll be giving him a healing word with her bonus action. And it's a D6, D8. Okay, I always forget 6. I have 6, 7, so
Hey, that last hit didn't hit you.
Right.
You just got sucker punched, and then like suddenly you feel better.
she will stay where she is at and make another sweep with her crook to the one that is in front of Fred. 15?
hits.
Okay, and then a D4. 12.
What are you again? You're a druid, right?
Druid, yep.
Shepherd.
The
Oh,
Schweebird,
shepherd. The shepherd's not happy.
Schweebird wants to tame one of these.
I don't think you
Ebony,
can.
you're up.
Okay. Ebony is going to. Magic missile against the one in front of her. 1, 2, 3. And if any one of those kills the one in front of her, the rest of them are going to the other one.
5, but not doing too
Okay. Feathers is going to do a talon attack. And miss.
He's a little off put, like it's bitten out of the air.
Yeah,
And
the bear parries it with us.
and Feathers is going to fly this way. Out of range. And miss.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Fred.
We're gonna forcefully stab the bear in front of me.
Forcefully.
Forcefully.
We're meaning business today.
I
Apparently
forgot
so.
that. I forgot to put the spear on my character sheet. 1d20 plus. Two. Spear is
Then
not
don't-
net, correct?
And then don't forget that it's force damage.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Sphere strength?
Supposed to be 1d20 plus 1. Because I have a negative strength modifier. I rolled a 1. Amazing. I'm done.
Carried it. Suck, but it is rather tough. Gary.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Spear doesn't have the finesse property. Thought it did. Anyways, that bear, you bit the bird. That can't be allowed to happen. You must simply die. He's just gonna freeze the entire face of it. Just done. Next one. You're the next problem. All right.
You hear an outrage. His turn. It is going to take an attack opportunity from.
Okay. I will take that attack of opportunity.
Because I have reach, would I be able to get one too? And
It
or
never
no,
entered,
it's
it
yeah.
never ends.
Okay.
And it is going to enter. And it is going to bite. Gary.
Both hit. Unless it dies.
Okay.
Yeah, I only have an AC of 11.
Mhm.
Yo!
Mhm.
It knocks you. It knocks you to 0.
Ooh, that almost insta-killed me. That almost outright down dead, nothing left to do.
Yeah, that was almost max
Wow.
damage on both. That was max damage for the fight and almost max. You killed its bait. It was angry.
If it would have done max damage, it would have been 4 points off of overkilling me by my entire health bar. I
But
almost full died.
Gary, you're looking a little hurt there, I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna look like this other bear in a second. And she'll give him a healing word.
It just has a giant bite mark on its neck, his chest is ripped open.
oh yeah, you're looking terrible. But you heal for 8, and some of those absolutely terrible.
And she is
Oh,
still
this
5 people. Someone's still within 5 feet, so she's sweeping with advantage. Do-do-do. 7.
7 is half that.
3.
And she is going to be trying to be as loud as possible to try and intrigue this bear to be able to focus on her.
Ebony.
Okay, so Ebony is going to throw a chromatic orb at the bear.
doesn't that have an AoE effect?
No.
That
No.
hits.
And it is lightning.
Well,
Jesus
it
fuck. Pardon my French.
because it takes half, it is at 1 HP now. It is barely holding.
I got this.
And then Feathers is going to come up and do a talon attack. And miss.
Frederick.
Frederick is going to, as a bonus action, use one of his healing dice to heal Gary. That's gonna
You could
be
heal?
He
Right, so
forgot
let's
he
do
could heal.
Warlock.
he gets 5 more back.
Holy hell, we have 2 healers! Let's
And
go!
then after seeing that what that bear did to Gary,
Ooh.
Yeah, it's toasted.
he just
Oh,
looks like a
if you didn't,
giant. Just looks like a big fist.
if you didn't do it, I
You
would have
you
pulled up.
literally uh a bolt of radiant energy just hits the side of this bear and it literally just comes out the other side and hits the. There's now a hole as combat has ended.
Well,
You hear tiny
Oh no.
there, look, there.
Did I just hear a tiny roar come from that cave? Are there babies in there?
Fred looks into the cave.
you see 2 tiny bears stumbling to move. Tiny little tusks.
Yes. He kind of scratches at his chin. Hmm.
what it is.
There's there's 2 cubs in here.
Oh, you got a
Doing
couple
a
options with them.
mental thought. Would Mossies be able to know if they would be able to survive without the parents, if they could find a way to keep them alive and thrive without them being too vicious to the handlers?
Uh,
Or would it be unsustainable?
Unsustainable.
Unsustainable.
make a nature check. Anybody can.
Sure, why not?
Someone give me advantage.
Okay, Gary. You know, 19. Both Gary and Fred. These cubs are probably a week old tops. Uh, they would not be able to hunt by themselves. They are like they are probably about they are big for a baby bear, but they obviously these things have been mutated by the magic. Uh, they are probably about 2 feet if they were on their hind legs, tall. But they if a prey animal came barging into the cave, they might be able to take it down and eat it. But they are not capable right now of taking care of themselves. It's probably why the bears were so aggressive in the first place. Um, with that 19, you would know that generally, even with how the bears have been mutated, bears don't typically go out and attack people. They are still seen as like the guardians of the forest. If something is not a threat to them, they usually don't bother. So
So for them to
the
be
only reason
attacking
they probably
people.
came out and attacked you is because they have cubs here. Um, it is why they've been shown to be somewhat aggressive. You do know
Well,
that
Gary will
some
just
tamers have a large tusk bear, so they
Gary
are
will just
capable of being tamed.
take a long and deep breath. Well, there's a couple options we have with them. I know there are some tamers that have tamed them, and it's possible, so technically we could take them. Could try and help feed them on our own. Uh, they
Fred,
themselves would not be able to hunt too well. Probably fend for themselves pretty well, but not hunt.
probably be better to sell them to tamers.
We could do that as well. Bring them to other people and potentially sell them to them. And then, of course, there's always another or the other two options, which are less favorable.
Yeah, the
I
other
don't
two
think I have
options
to say what
make
those
me
are.
feel kind of shitty.
Yeah, that he already said that as one of the options. That was we'd try and take them with us and feed them, knowing that they can be tamed. We could take them to people and try and sell them. Or
A-
there's the other two options, which are less favorable.
As a shepherd druid, I will say that the only one here technically be capable of actually taming one, Moses.
Yep.
You said you wanted one, Moses, right?
But it would be unfair to tame one and not the other because they're family and they'll be separated and Moses will be sad. But
Do you
Moses
think you
wants.
can? Hey, do you think you can support both of them?
Yeah, it's not gonna be cheap.
Take to be able to take two of them, would need to take a level and
Yeah. I Moses wants these babies to live. So Moses
I will say
wants to at
this
least
now.
try
You guys have
to
leveled up to 3.
try to tame one of them.
If
If
But
you
you
want
if
both of them, you can have both of them, but it would be your responsibility to make
I
sure they
wouldn't
are.
be able to, like he said. I
if
would
you
have to
wanted,
go into
because you
taming.
guys just leveled up, take a
You
level in
could take.
tamer.
Yes. He's saying right now you can multi-class into the requirement so that way you can take both of them.
You wouldn't even if you take this third level in tamer, you wouldn't even have to roll.
Okay, but like,
They would
what's
also
my
immediately
options?
become strong.
Like you said, tamer. Is that just a thing with my druid subclass, or would I be
No,
like subclassing to something else?
that's a
That would be
it.
multi-class.
Yeah, it's still a wisdom based class. Uh,
So you're not suffering. You're just getting side benefits that will help you to have what you want, which is both the bears.
they would also immediately become strong.
That
And
too.
bigger.
Which that sounds pretty cool.
They would essentially become your summoned creature. So they would all tamer actually goes hand in hand with the shepherd druid. It's actually a really good
Oh,
because
there you
shepherd
go.
shepherd druid's whole thing is boosting things that you summon.
Okay, but where is the tamer like thing that is not in the druid subclasses that you gave me?
It's not a druid. It's its own class.
It's its own class. It's a secondary class.
It is fun.
You essentially would become a dual classed character.
It's in the character creation panel. Either way, I'll be ending here with the end of the session for the night, and depending on if you decide to multi-class or not, uh,
It is to be decided next time.
you can decide now. After it'll the outcome of whatever comes next will be that I will be ending the stream.